Hi students, I'm coming to you right now. You might be looking at this after looking at your syllabus, or getting hopefully your syllabus assignment submitted. This is actually your first official assignment for World Studies. This covers the geography unit that we're starting the class off with. And geography is kind of an interesting thing, especially in this day and age. You might look at geography as Google Maps and you type a location in and it tells you where it is. But you'll probably find, and I'd say you should find, and hopefully you find, that it's a lot easier sometimes to understand the world we live in, the people that live in it, if you have some idea where they're from and what region of the world that is, who's by them, what the weather and cultures might be like around there. So we're going to use this assignment to kind of get us some idea of that. All right, so what you guys are going to be doing for this is looking at the world that we live in, and kind of you see these on the assignment posting on Google Classroom and Canvas, and then just like we were going to see on other slides, takes you through a series of slides and questions to help you start developing knowledge on the world we live in and countries of the world. Just a little bit of map humor, and I just thought you guys might appreciate this. Like I was saying earlier, a lot of people have the idea that maps are Google Maps. You type in a location, it tells you where it is and how to get there. But still being able to look at an overall map and know, for example, where the United States is or where Brazil is, can be really helpful. And you might see that, if you, for example, some reason think that that's something you don't know a lot of, there's a lot of adults who know even less. And so maybe a little bit to take some pressure off, you can kind of see them, and you might think, hey, if I do get asked a question on the street, something like this, hopefully I would be able to find Russia on a map. So anyway, this gets into some of the links. We'll see this on the assignment. I'll get to that in just a moment. I also have some slides on the different types of maps we look at, which actually really distort the world. Very often, if you look at it, the kind of infamous example is how small Africa is on the Mercator or the Mercator map. It's the Robinson projection too. Different projections kind of give somewhat of a distorted view of the world, a somewhat Eurocentric, sometimes American-centric view of the world. It's not accurate, but it still kind of gives us the best idea, some general idea of where things are and kind of how they look. But that gets us into your assignment, and your assignment asks you guys to take a series of online quizzes, and the online quizzes come through a site called Cetera. And the first one that you guys are going to be using or doing is an overall test on the 193 countries of the world. You don't have to find all 193. What I'm asking you guys to do is take 30 minutes and see how many you can find in those 30 minutes. And so this one's an interesting one. This one's asking me where Laos is, and Laos is in Asia. I think it's next to Vietnam. And one's Cambodia, one's Laos. I think this is Laos. Ooh, I got it. And Lithuania. I think Lithuania is up here. Kuwait. And that's down here. Guatemala. So anyway, countries of the world will pop up. Take 30 minutes. I've taken 40 seconds and I've found four countries so far. But look at the countries of the world, find them, click on them, and in the 30 minutes, how many places can you find, and record it here. And then after you get that kind of information, you can describe, like what content were you able to find places best on, why do you think that is, what content do you have the most trouble with, why do you think that is. Just answer those questions. Just general answers are fine. Then go back to the Cetera website, and you're going to take a quiz on each of the continents. And obviously some continents will take you longer because they have a lot more countries. There's a lot more countries in Africa than there is in South America, but you also might have a better idea of where those countries are in Africa. Maybe you've done a project on it before. So record the time it takes you to find the various countries in those continents, or on those continents, and develop some knowledge about them. This is the big part of the assignment, and it's a summary paragraph. What you're doing for the summary paragraph is you're answering the question, why is it important to know the continents and countries of the world? I assume that you'll think this is important. You've course may not. You're more than welcome to write a paragraph why you don't think it is. Make sure it's 4 complete sentences. But assuming that you will think that it is, you'll see here the question. Then there are sentence frames. You can use these to write your own complete sentences on, kind of 4 complete sentences why you think it's important to know the continents and countries of the world. Write your paragraph right here under where it says your paragraph. Okay. All right. So this assignment is due on Wednesday, July 8th, by the end of the day. If you have any questions on it, you can email me anytime. I can get back to you in a few minutes. If you'd like to ask your questions more face-to-face, you can use the Zoom meeting that we're going to be doing on Tuesday, and actually Tuesdays and Thursdays from 11 to 12. You do not have to attend that. So if you just want to email your question, you're more than welcome to do that. I'll respond to you probably within a few minutes, especially if it's during summer school hours. If you want to get some face-to-face discussion on it, come to the Zoom meeting on Tuesday. Like I said, I'll send out the link on Tuesday morning before it. It's going to be from 11 to noon, but you do not need to attend. Attendance, those are not mandatory. In fact, if you don't want to ever go to any of them and just want to submit the assignments, that's the only thing I'm concerned with, is the assignment getting submitted on time. And again, if you have any questions and don't want to attend those or can't attend them for some reason, just feel free to email me and I'll get back to you through email as well. Okay, hopefully you guys have a good time working on this and get to know the world that you live in a lot better. Okay, hopefully you guys have a good day. Thank you.